Hi, this is me, Dr. Rukmani Chaudhary, and you're watching Dr. Rukmani's Health Update. So, my today's topic is nausea and vomiting. I will be discussing everything about nausea and vomiting. So, you are requested to watch complete video for the complete information. If you're watching on YouTube, all medicines link are given on the description box, so you can buy medicine from there only and you can start your treatment. But this is a request: use one medicine at a time and try to match your symptom with the medicine. So let's start. First, the nausea. See, when you have the vomiting feeling but you don't have vomiting, means there are the sensation of vomiting, then it is called nausea. And once the regurgitation of your food, then it is called vomiting. So first we will talk about nausea, like what conditions, in what condition you have nausea. There are so many conditions, and see, in homeopathy it is very important that what is the cause behind your nausea and vomiting, because medicine are prescribed on the basis of causes always. So there can be so many conditions for the nausea as well as vomiting. So try to find out the cause of your medical problem and use the medicine on the basis of that, so you get result permanently and you get best effective medicines for your case. Initially we'll talk about nausea. There are so many causes. Severe pain is blamed the most, that severe pain causes nausea, and there are other conditions as well. When you have food poisoning, and ladies, they are in the first trimester of the pregnancy, yes, there is a hormonal imbalance and there's a strong odor that causes feeling. And if you have gallbladder stone, any gall bladder disease, like you have inflammation, you have gallstone, then yes, you have a nauseatic feeling. There is a food poisoning, bacterial infection, viral infection. There are so many conditions that causes nausea, means the sensation of the vomit. About the vomiting we will be discussing in vomiting in children and vomiting in adults. Vomiting in children is usually blamed that they have bacterial infection, viral infection. Again, the overeating, the kids are tend to have more, they have the vomiting after overeating. Food poisoning can be there, in high rise fever, yes, blamed for the vomiting. In some cases it is rare, but it is found that the newborn babies, or we call infant, they have the intestinal thickening, they have muscular thickening, they have hernia. So condition must be ruled out before accessing to any final diagnosis, because these are rare, but thus yes, they are blamed for the vomiting in infant. Vomiting in adults, there are so many condition. There are some general condition, there are some emergency condition that causes vomiting in adults. So first, bacterial infection, yes, viral infection, food poisoning, high rise fever. Now, general condition that causes vomiting. If you have long-term chronic gastric problem, yes, you are intend to have vomiting. Yes, irritable bowel syndrome. We have already uploaded video on IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Obviously, it is an irritation of intestine, and at times you have constipation. The other time you have loose motion, you have cramps, you have pain, and it is also related with the stress. So in IBS, yes, you have vomiting. In chronic gastric conditions, yes, Crohn's disease. Another condition is Crohn's disease. It is a autoimmune. Autoimmune means the body is destroying its own tissues. It damaging and destroying its own tissues. Crohn's disease, you have pain, you have vomiting, you excessive pain, excessive vomiting, loose motion, inflammation, obviously, intestinal, lifestyle disorder. See, if there is alcohol consumption, yes, alcohol is blamed for the intestinal damaging. What does alcohol do? Alcohol damages your intestinal lining and it reacts with the stomach acid, stomach juice. So obviously it causes vomiting. So avoid always excessive use of it is harmful. Again, disorders, some eating disorders are also blamed for the vomiting, nausea and vomiting as well. Specifically for vomiting, like bulimia, when you are you having tendency of having more meal and you are voluntarily induce vomiting, right? So in that, these are body images eating disorders. Other one is anorexia nervosa, in which you are gaining weight, so you don't have enough of meal, you have loss of appetite, and you have vomiting. So these are eating disorders, body image. These are general conditions. There are some other serious condition, emergency condition as well. See, if you have appendicitis, yes, you have vomiting tendency. If you have meningitis, means your inflammation of your brain membrane, in that case, yes, you have vomiting tendency. In some brain tumors, yes, their vomiting is seen. So there can be some general condition, there can be some serious condition, emergency condition. Always seek medical attention if you have high rise temperature, if you are having recurrent vomiting, if you have excessive pain. So all these conditions are condition and you are request medical attention. About the home management or home treatment for nausea and vomiting. See, for nausea and vomiting, yes, you can treat at home, like just cut down your solid meal or just avoid it until you are relieved from the vomiting. So avoid heavy meal, avoid a solid meal, and you can have transparent liquid diet. You can have plenty of fluids, like you have juices, coconut water, you can have ginger tea, you can have, and you can have short and frequent meals despite of having heavy meals. So you can have ginger tea, yes, again a very good option. Light plain food like bread. Avoid fatty, oily, greasy food. About the homeopathy, why you should opt homeopathy? There are so many medicines in homeopathy for nausea and vomiting as well. You just try to match your symptom with the medicine and find out the cause, that what is your condition, what is your diagnosis, and what are your outcomes. Use medicine on the basis of those so that you get relieved permanently and in a better way. We are having many medicine. We'll discuss one by one. The first, Arsenicum album. See, Arsenicum album is the medicine in homeopathy is given when you have food poisoning, you have vomiting, you have loose motion. See, all these medicine are in the liquid form, and you can all these medicine have dropper, so you can use medicine with the help of dropper direct on tongue, like 2 to 3 drops twice or thrice before meal orally. And if you are watching on YouTube, all medicines link are given on description box, so you can buy medicine from there and you can start your treatment. So Arsenicum album is given when you have food poisoning. Next medicine we are having Cocculus indicus. See, Cocculus indicus is the medicine in homeopathy that is given for the travel sickness. I have already uploaded video on travel and motion sickness. You can check that video also, and I have provided all the medicines link on the description box. So Cocculus indicus is the medicine that is given for the motion, car, train and boat sickness. Colosynthis. See, colosynthis is the #1 medicine for any gastric problem that has vomiting as a symptom outcome. So colosynthis is given when you have cramp, when you have colic, abdominal pain, when you have vomiting, and your symptoms are better by bending forwards. Means once you press your abdomen, you get relief. So in that, 3 drops twice or thrice before meal. If you are having any problem while using direct medicine, you can add some water and you can increase the number of drops of the medicine. Pneumonia majus is the medicine in homeopathy that is given in vomiting and nausea as well. When you have liver problem, means you have right sided abdominal affection, you have right scapular region, right shoulder region pain. So in that case, you can use Chalidonia majus. You have gallstone, cholecystitis, cholelithiasis, means any gallbladder related issues have you. So you can use Chalidonia majus. Again, 2 to 3 drops twice or thrice before meal regularly until you get relieved. See, Ipecac is the medicine in homeopathy that is given when you have a vomiting as well as your respiratory symptoms. So Ipecac in 30 potency, 2 to 3 drops, again twice or thrice before meal. You can even use multiple times if you are having severe problem. In homeopathy is given when you have blood in vomiting, means you are having hematomasis. In that case, you can use phosphorus in 30 potency. I'm having 200. You can start your treatment with the lower potency, means 30, then you can go up to 200. If you are not relieved, if you relieved with the 30, you can continue with the same. See, Nux vomica in homeopathy is given when there is abuse of alcohol, excess use of alcohol. So in that case, you can use Nux vomica 30 or 200 potency. Same way, like 2 to 3 drops twice or thrice before meal regularly. See, Pulsatilla in the homeopathy is given when your symptoms are aggravated by having rich, fatty, oily meals, means you are having greasy, oily, fatty meal. So in that case, you can use Pulsatilla in 30 potency. See, these medicines can be used in the kids, in adults. Medicine dose can be lower for the kids, and you can increase the medicines doses for the adults. So this video can help you. If you find these video informative, knowledgeable, please like. And if you are watching for the first time, please subscribe and press the bell icon. We have put end screen on the videos and you can press on them for the detailed information. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much.